What can you actually buy in Oakville for $1 million? This is a timeless question that people have been asking for as long as I can remember. Whether it's, today, which at the time of recording this, we're the summer of 2026, or whether it's, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it's a question that has always been there. Now, let's get into it as of today. Let's take a look at what can you buy for $1 million. We're going to take a look at condos, townhomes, semis, and then detached if they're available. And we're going to take a look at which neighborhoods you can find these properties in as well. So let's take a peek at condos. So the search results, what I did was I put it up to 100K because I didn't want any parking spots or lockers to come up in our search, and I maxed it out at $1 million. So take a look. There's 280 condos on the resale market available up to $1 million. That's a fair amount. So the cheapest condo, 55 Spears. If you don't know where that's located, 55 Spears is basically at Spears and Kerr Street, kind of at the intersection. A one bedroom on for 349,000. So let's take a quick peek at this unit here, and let's take a look to see the interior. Okay, so pretty decent. Looks like virtual staging. Nicely done. Nothing strange about it. Are they holding offers? No offers anytime. And let's see what else info we can get from here. And it has one parking spot. So there you go. This is a pretty good deal right here, 349,000. We look at the next one up, it's 390,000 for a one bed on Old Bronte Road. Then we've got 20 Spears at 392. So there's quite a bit. And if we fast forward all the way to the $1 million mark, what does $1 million get you? You get a unit at Prince Michael, which is located in Joshua Creek, which is kind of like the northwest quadrant of Oakville, south of Dundas. Why they have it at $499? That's because it's a one bedroom. But we want to look at the $1 million mark. So let's fast forward even more. Okay, so $1 million gets you. Okay, they haven't designated these as condos, so that's kind of weird. So these are condo townhouses, but we don't want to look at those. So let's look at this one, 3500 Lakeshore Road West, 999, two bed, two bath, and then you've got a two bed, two bath at Marine Drive. So you got options. You got options on the low end and then on the high end. So lots of choices for up to $1 million for condos in Oakville. Let's take a look at townhouses. This is always a popular one that people ask about, townhomes. So let's take a peek at townhomes. We're just going to flip this to freehold, and we're going to click that to townhome. We're going to take off this 100K mark because that makes no sense. Let's clear all the search results because we don't want to confuse this little good old real estate software. We're going to put that on as Oakville. And let's see what we get. Okay, so freehold, and then we got to click townhomes. Okay, so we've got 360 that are coming up, but we want it just in Oakville. So let's take a peek. So there are 179 results in Oakville. Let's max the price out now to $1 million. And that gives us 60 results. Okay. So we've got one on Dewridge Avenue here, two bed, two bath, 697. That is a stunning deal. So 697 in Bronte Creek. If you don't know, Bronte Creek is located kind of at the border of Burlington and Oakville, kind of in the northwest quadrant. This is a two bed, two bath. I've not seen one as low as 697 in years. I don't know when the last time I saw that was. Looks like a really good townhome, done well. Are they holding offers? No, price to sell. So 697. There you go. If somebody wants a deal, buy this one here. 3060 Dewridge Avenue in Bronte Creek. Two bed, two bath. Let's take a look. So here's another two bed, 728. Another two bed, 779. Here's another two bed, 785. So there are a lot of options. Let's take a look at 3 bedrooms. Okay, so the first 3 bed is on Onslow Court. That's 800K. That's located in College Park. 3 bed, 2 bath, 800K, on for 55 days. College Park is central Oakville, located close to the Oakville GO train station. Schools in this area are Sunningdale, French Immersion, Montclair Public School, and White Oaks would be the high school. So you got a lot of options here for townhomes. 60 matches. If we go all the way to the highest price point, we've got one on 6th Line here for $999. These are north of Dundas, north of Dundas, north of Dundas, north of Dundas, north of Dundas. Natasha Circle, that's south of Dundas. So that's in Bronte Creek. Stone exterior, $996, 3 bed, 4 bathroom. And let's take a little gander here at the interior. So a pretty solid townhome for $996. So you can get a lot for Oakville right now. Nice kitchen. Looks like it was decently upgraded. Nice interior. So there are a lot of options. Like for any buyer that's out there looking right now, as you can see with the amount of listings, there's a lot of options. And that's sometimes what confuses buyers because they have so many options. Although they're really good deals comparatively to how the market used to be, it sometimes overwhelms people. Speaking of overwhelm, semi-detached is a property type that overwhelms buyers in buyers markets. So we're in a buyer's market right now, and I always find that semi-detached homes, especially now in a buyer's market, really kind of confuse buyers. And I think it's because it's kind of the in between property type, in between townhomes and in between detached homes. People don't know what to do. They don't know whether they should stretch and buy a detached or whether they should just buy a townhome, and they kind of get stuck in between. So we're just going to break it down here for you. We're going to look at the semis in Oakville, and there are 10 semis. So the lowest price semis, 1580 Lancaster for $899. Lancaster is located in the Falgarwood neighborhood of Oakville. The schools in this community would be Sheridan Public School, which goes up to grade 5. Then Falgarwood Public School, which is a middle school. It's grade 6, 7, and 8. And then you have Iroquois Ridge, which is the catchment area for this property. So $899, that's pretty good for a semi. There's 10 semis. Here's one in College Park, Red Bank, Roxton, that's River Oaks. I don't know why this one hasn't sold yet. $939. This is a good one, probably because the pictures are not very good. So unfortunately, sometimes you get really crappy pictures. That's the first shot here. Okay, so good interior. I don't know why we have a terrible picture for the first one. Like that doesn't help. That's done on an iPhone. It should be professionally done. You should have a professional photographer to advertise this. Anyways, I'm going off on a tangent, but good interior. Yeah, $939 in basically in River Oaks here. So this is a good one. I like it. Okay, so there's 10 semi-detached, right? The highest priced one here is over here, $999. You've got one here, 1969 Glenada Crescent. Glenada is located in Wedgewood Creek. The catchment area for the high school here is Iroquois Ridge. And you got a semi-detached under $1 million. This is pretty good stuff. Okay, and they're not holding offers. So there are deals here, guys. Like there are deals for buyers searching. I know it's overwhelming when there's a lot of inventory, but taking it from somebody who's been in Oakville since 1987, and I've been a broker for over 20 years, I've helped a lot of people. I haven't seen prices in some of these categories this low in many years. So let's take a quick peek at detached, okay? Let's take a peek at detached and see what we're dealing with in Oakville and see if there are any deals to be had in detached or if they're all just really crappy homes that need a ton of work, because that could be the case as well. We don't know until we take a gander. Okay, so 582, that doesn't sound right. Let's do the price up to $1 million. Okay, let's just move that there. Let's do the price. It just got, there we go, $1 million. Okay. So 12 search results. That looks realistic. There's one here listed for $1. We can ignore that. I don't know what they're doing there. They're trying to do bids. Stewart Street, Pine Grove, St. Augustine, Osborne, College Park, Pine Grove again, Seaton, Stewart. So older homes, much smaller. The most move-in ready one here probably is St. Augustine here. Let's take a peek at that. That's $899. Wow. Okay. What's going on here with this house? Okay, let's take a little further peek. Looks like the first few pictures were virtually staged. $899. Okay. Sold as is. So it's being sold as is, right? So I mean, some of these are builder lots. There's not a ton here in terms of detached, the type of homes that the current day buyer in Oakville is looking at. I find a lot of people are looking for like newer stuff now, but there's no newer stuff in terms of detached homes, right? Like Oakville is just a higher price market. So this is a detached. This is detached on Owen, $999. What is happening here? $999 on Owen. Okay, good interior. 3+1, 2 baths. Okay, needs work in the basement. Okay, so this is a decent house. What's going on here? Prime Court offers anytime. So there you go. $999 Owen Court in College Park. I like this. This is a detached bungalow, 3+1. This is a good buy. This one right here, and it's got a side entrance. So meaning that if we look at the interior pictures again, this would tell us that there are. Let's see. Okay, so there's an upper kitchen. Okay, let's see. Okay, side entrance. That's good. So you could do something in the basement, perhaps. That looks like maybe it's a bedroom in the basement. Maybe it's hard to tell from these pictures. Okay, that's the basement. Okay, I'm just thinking like, can the bottom part be rented out? Okay, you've got water here, so yeah, you could do something here. You could potentially rent out this, given that if it's got a washroom, yeah, this looks like the downstairs washroom. So you can makeshift this, rent it out to a student, maybe share in college student. You got a side entrance. There's a lot that you can do with this house. $999. This is a good deal. I like this a lot. So there you have it. What can you buy with $1 million in Oakville? You can buy a lot, as you saw here, with regards to condos, townhomes, semi, and detached. There's stuff available in all categories. There's a lot of stuff, and when there's a lot of stuff, that's what makes buyers confused at times. It makes them really confused because they don't know what to buy. They get super confused with the market. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. I'm happy to help answer anything, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.